For letting me tune in, thank you for letting me tune in, Did the Coronado Arte Harris shit. I don't know the global market, George. They could about 10 years, 15 years, 30 years cook right there. You know, man. And like I was telling you, ladies and gentlemen, I was trying to have several birthday parties in the past, and there was a lot of anti-Coronado fans that I'm talking about, they went out of their way to make sure I couldn't have that birthday party. You know, the first one was at the University of Alabama. And when I tell you they was very successful lady now, when they was like, they did not want to see me have that birthday party, you know. I was passing out flyers, I was telling everybody, man, I'm finna have a Sean enough birthday party, you know what I mean? And when I tell you they sank that Titanic, I'm talking about, boy, they sunk that one. I'm talking about, that was my last time going to school up there. I mean, I don't know what it was that they was furious with me for some reason. I'm gonna tell you, man, college is a very, I don't know, it's a delicate type of thing, you know what I'm saying? You got people out there, they can go either way. They could pledge this, do that, join this, party here, party there, date this, date that, you know what I mean? At any second. At any second, things can change. But when they get together and they make like big groups of people, you know what I mean? And when I went to school, when I first got there, you know, my group, we took the machine, we formed a group, and we moved like the parent teacher thing, we moved them out the way, and the students controlled it, you know what I mean? We got it to where when I first got there, we moved the form of government that they had. We powered them. We outpowered them, and we moved them out the way, and the students controlled. You know, our student body controlled the school. You know what I mean? So it was like the machine. It was called the student government machine. I'm talking about, man, we was a beast, lady. Then we came up with the internet. We came up with www. Trying to tell you, think it's a game, ladies and gentlemen. That class I came through with, ladies and gentlemen, man, we took the whole planet, ladies and gentlemen. We took the planet, man. We controlled everything, you know, man. Then we came up with the internet, you know. At first, you know, it started off with people, everybody was trying to write a program. We were trying to write programs out, and you know, you have to go in there and type it in instead of, it wasn't no click on nothing, you know what I mean? You have to actually go in there and actually tell the computer verbatim, sentence for sentence, what you wanted to do. You know what I mean? A lot of times you have to teach it how to do it, you know what I mean? But eventually, like, yeah, I mean, though, it was a whole lot of partying, whole lot of good time going on. And eventually, man, I tried to have this birthday party. And man, they crashed it. I tell you, they crashed that. They sunk that Titanic. They did. I ain't gonna lie. But I ain't gonna lie. The time that I was there, I had a good ass time. I had a real good time. I'm talking about real. I'm talking about Brubaker Junior High, and goddamn Bainbridge Street and Trenton. That's probably about the only thing in Tulane. That might be the only thing that can compare to it. But besides that, like, goddamn University of Alabama was, man, that thing, it was way, it's difficult to describe it, you know, it just really is. But I'm gonna tell you like this, a lot of times jealous people, when they find out how good of a time you're having, they'll do anything to make you be miserable, anything, you know? Anything to break it up, anything to stop you from having a good time. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times people want to say, I want to do this instead of you. I want my children to be enjoying this, not you. You know what I mean? A lot of times that's what it's about. You know? How can we get in here and do this instead of them doing it? You know what I mean? A lot of times that's what's going on. You know? But you know, I was a celebrity barber and stuff like that. I was cutting like a lot of movie stars and directors and, you know, screenwriters and stuff. You know, actually people out there going out there actually in the films and movies, you know what I'm saying? They would come to Bama for the weekend and I cut their hair, you know what I mean? They called me Nardo the barber, you know what I mean? I tell you. I used to do good too. That's how I started meeting a lot of people. And they used to pay me a lot of money for a haircut too. I'm talking about a lot of money. I used to get a whole lot of concierge and stuff for that, you know what I mean? A whole lot of stuff. But besides that, man, I tell you, Montgomery, you know, unless they don't be hating, man, Montgomery is a nice place. I ain't gonna lie. You know, if you take away all the hating and stuff, it ain't no bad place. So when I made it back, I was having almost just as a good time. Not quite though, because at University of Alabama, man, I'm telling you, they got it to where you won't need nothing, you know what I'm saying? They got all that whining and dining and stuff, you know what I'm saying? They got whining and dining to the extreme of that, you know? Personal chef and all that bull stuff, you know? You know, everything right there in the building, living like the Jeffersons and stuff like that. That's how we were doing it, like, man. But beside that, man, I guess you have to grow up and get past it. You had to grow up and forget about it, you know? I bet a lot of people that finished and did what they had to do, I bet they be like, Nardo, school wasn't that exciting to me, you know what I mean? I didn't really have the good time that you know what I mean? I know you weren't. I know you couldn't have been having a good time like I was having a good time. You know, because I was building businesses and stuff. I was starting companies, buying stocks and stuff, you know what I mean? Doing initial public offerings. That's what I was doing. I was doing that when I was in school. I was building businesses and stuff. You know? So of course I was having a good time, different than the type of good time you probably have. You know, a lot of people, they go to school and they depending on an employee to do it for them. You know what I mean? They